Hi, I'm Mitzy Becerra, and I grew up in church. I was very rebellious as a kid. I always kind of did my own thing. I never really cared who I disrespected or anything like that. I just always was in my own little bubble. And it wasn't until the age of 13 that my parents went through a really bad split. And it kind of left me and my family pretty broken. And my mom was just always constantly working day and night, trying to provide for our family. And my brother and sister kind of coped with it the way they could, out doing their own thing. And for me, I felt a huge void in my heart. And I went out, I started high school. I tried to find that void everywhere I possibly could. I looked for it in relationships, I looked for it in friendships, and I could not find it. All I kept doing to myself was getting my heart broken. And it was intense, it was pretty bad, and it drove me pretty insane trying to just look for something to make me happy. And my mom remained faithful to the church throughout this whole thing, and she would always tell me and invite me to go to the church, and I never wanted to. It wasn't until one day where I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go. And I decided, and I went, and I went in there. Before I went into the church, I could feel the weight that my whole life had on me. Like, everything I was carrying, it felt heavy when I walked in there. And it wasn't until I decided that same day to give my life to Jesus that I felt that all that weight had been lifted off of my shoulders. I gave my life to Jesus, and he reminded me that even though I felt like I was alone through all that pain and suffering, he was always there with me. He never left my side. And he loved me. He cared for me. Jesus filled that void in my heart that same day. And it was intense. After that, after I gave my life to Jesus, my life did a complete 180 turn. I started living for God. I started making better decisions. And I could tell you right now, the things that I'm doing for God, I did not imagine I would be doing them a while back. My life was headed towards a complete different direction. If it wasn't for Jesus, I swear I don't know where I'd be. And I thank God for everything that he did in my life. And Jesus saved me, you know? And I encourage you, like, I know what it's like to come from a broken family, or feeling like you're alone all the time, or just feeling unwanted and unloved. And Jesus showed me what love was. He loved me, and he never stopped, and he will always love me, and he changed my life, and he loves you too. So I encourage you, give your life to Christ, because it's the best thing you can do.